We all love making drum covers, right? There's always one big problem. The drums are still in the songs. I am on a journey to find the best drum extraction software, whether that's a VST plugin or an AI tool to remove drums from any song. So today I've got one of my band's songs that is coming out very soon. You'll hear the original mix followed by each software that we're testing here. We've got 8 different software options, 2 of which are VST plugins, and the rest are going to be AI web-based softwares that require a subscription to use. But most of these do have a free trial, so you can try them out. And all of these softwares are linked down below in the video description if you want to check them out.
Talk about it now. I don't need no loving, I just need a chance. But don't you pull me apart now, baby. Let's talk about it now. Sweep me off my feet, I've been getting blisters on my teeth, talking to myself all night alone.
Okay, just on the first listen, I already have my favorites picked out of these. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. Let's keep listening. Here's the original mix again.
Trying to save a love we've always known. You set my heart on fire, can't save me. You're still the brightest star to grace me. So hear my words this once, I'll say if this is talk about it now. I can't stand you leaving, love and war ain't fair. You know it pulls me apart now, baby. Let's talk about it now. Sweep me off my feet, I've been getting blisters on my teeth, talking to myself all night alone, trying to save a love we've always known.
The first plugin here, which is called Drum Extract. This is a VST plugin, and basically what you can do is cycle between the percussive elements of the mix and the harmonic elements. So what I'll do is loop this selection, and we'll go just to the original. First, I will switch it to percussive.
Doesn't mean that I'll stop loving you. So just fix you, brush and bruise. Doesn't mean that I'll stop loving you. So just fix you, brush and bruise. Doesn't mean that I'll stop.
There's a lot of noise happening in this plugin.
Stop loving you.
Let's go more harmonic now. This will be removing the drums. And when you get the drums quiet enough where it would be appropriate for a drum cover, you lose a lot of the vocals and the mid-range. So I don't think that Drum Extract really is going to be that beneficial for making drum covers, but it is an option. If I remember correctly, it is about $50. So the next contender is Unmix Drums, and I really don't like the sound of it. It adds a lot of compression to the low end. It's like really pumping the mix. You can really hear it. It sounds strange. I'll go to a more drum heavy spot. Again, this is a plugin, so here's the interface. They give you some presets, none of which seem to be specifically talking about removing drums. Even though the plugin is called Unmix Drums, I'm not sure. So if we started off at default, let's just see what turning some knobs do. There's some different algorithms you can choose, smooth versus punchy. For a plugin, I think that Drum Extract probably works better, and Unmix Drums retails for $179, so it's a bit more expensive and doesn't do as good of a job. Up next, we have Moises. This is probably the most popular drum extraction tool available. They did really well with their marketing in 2020, and a lot of drummers use this on their computer as well as on their devices. It's really handy. In the original version, you used to be able to paste YouTube links, but unfortunately, they ran into some issues with DMCA, I'm assuming. But let's take a listen again.
You set my heart on fire, can't save me. You're still the brightest star to grace me. You set my heart on fire, can't save me. Cell phone not alone, trying to save the love we've always known.
Moises sounds incredible. They make a killer app you can use right from your phone, and you can remove drums just by just a little slider on here. So I'll write in this app here. It's hard to see with the lighting, but there are little sliders, and we can just slide the drums down. Boom, easy. And it also works on web, but there are more features on mobile. And the pricing for Moises comes down to, I think, a little more than $3 a month if you pay for the yearly subscription. Very affordable, not as easy as a VST plugin, unfortunately. You do have to bounce it out of the web app and then bring it in. Also, you can no longer use YouTube videos to pull songs from, so you do have to figure out a way to find the songs, whether that be buying them, or you can use loopback features if you have an RME interface. That's a pretty easy way to do it. I'm sure other interfaces also have that feature, but so far Moises is a top contender for winning this shootout. Let's move on to LALAL.AI.
You know you pull me apart now, baby. You know you pull me apart, don't mean it. You know. So hear my words this once, I'll save this, let's talk about it, talk about it.
So LALAL.AI is interesting. You can still hear the transient hits of that snare drum in this section.
So hear my words this once, I'll save this, let's talk about it now.
If we switch over to the Moises, let me see if we can hear that.
So hear my words this once, I'll save this, let's talk about it now.
It's there, but it's so much quieter than on the LALAL.AI.
So hear my words this once, I'll save this, let's talk about it.
It's very pronounced. Now, between these two are fantastic compared to the VST plugins. That is for sure. Now, pricing for LALAL.AI is a little bit different than Moises, where it's not just a monthly or yearly subscription. This is going to be pricing by minute. You either get 90, 300, or 500 minutes. At increments of $15, $25, and $35. I'm not a fan of how their pricing structure works, to be honest. This is an option, but if it were me, I would be going with Moises between the two of these. Let's move on to PhonicMind.
I can't stand you leaving, love and war ain't fair. You know you pull me apart now, baby, let's talk about it, talk about it.
So this is interesting. You can still hear the snare transients like I was talking about, but this one, we're getting a little bit of low end. Like I can kind of hear kick and snare a little bit more in this one.
Now. You know you pull me apart now, baby, let's talk about it now. You know you pull me.
It's not bad. It's definitely usable.
I can't stand you leaving, love and war ain't fair.
Yeah, it's just dirty. Like you can hear the snare drum rolls going. Now, if we compare again, let's compare back to Moises.
Stand you leaving, love and war ain't fair.
Back to PhonicMind.
Can't stand you leaving, love and war ain't fair.
It's just cleaner. Moises wins. Pricing for PhonicMind is pretty simple, $9.99 a month or $14.99 a month. And the big difference being if you have the Pro version, you can download in more file formats. The basic version is limited to MP3. Moving on to Izotope RX 10. This is an interesting one. This is a standalone app. I'm not sure if they offer this in a plugin version. I tried for hours to find the music extractor plugin, but I ended up having to just use RX 10, the standalone desktop version, to get this to work. Let's take a listen.
You know it pulls me apart now, baby, let's talk about it now. You know it pulls me apart now, baby.
It's doing a good job getting rid of the drums, but there is still a lot of that top end you can really hear with the snare rolls.
I don't need no loving, I just need a chance.
Let's compare it to Moises.
I don't need no loving, I just need a chance.
Another clear winner. Also, it's good too because Izotope RX 10 is not cheap. RX 10 does include a ton of different features for audio repair work, but for this specific application, spending $400 on software, I don't think that's a good idea. Splitter.ai, let's take a listen.
But don't you pull me apart now, baby, let's talk about it now. But don't you pull me apart now, baby, let's talk about it now. Sweep me off my feet, I've been getting blisters on my teeth, talking to my sweep me off my.
Not bad. This sounds great. The pricing on Splitter.ai is a little bit confusing, so I'm not exactly sure of the price. The only thing I could find was it looks like it's about $59 a year. Next up, we have DeMix Pro.
Cell phone out alone, trying to save a love we've always known.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We may have found a new winner.
Sweep me off my feet, I've been getting blisters on my teeth.
Do you hear how sharp the high end is? It's all there. We listen to a lot of these other ones, especially the VST plugins. It sounds like there's a blanket on top of the mix. This, I can't hear the drums, and the mix sounds great. I'm gonna keep listening.
Talking to my sweep me off my feet, I've been getting blisters on my teeth. Oh no.
There's a little bit of artifacting I heard there. Let me just compare this to Moises. Back to DeMix. I think DeMix and Moises are using a very similar algorithm for extracting the drums because these sound pretty identical. I think my top picks right now, Moises, Splitter.ai, and DeMix Pro. Let's listen to the original song and then swap between these three. Okay, never mind about Splitter.ai. There is a lot of high-end artifacting you can hear.
Getting blisters on my teeth, talking to my cell phone out alone, trying to save the love we've always known.
Well, there you go. DeMix Pro and Moises are pretty much identical. You have to basically decide if you want to use their web app or you can use DeMix Pro, which is an application that runs on your computer. You're not going to be able to use this inside of your DAW, unfortunately. Pricing on DeMix Pro, there's a couple options. You can spend $25 a month. There is a $250 a year subscription, and you can outright buy the software for $549. I would go with Moises. For a little more than $3 a month, you really can't beat it. I'm blown away by the results. I really wish that the VST plugins would perform better. And I hope that in the future, that will become a reality because it makes my workflow a lot faster when trying to remove drums instead of trying to open a song on a web page, do the work there, download it, put it in a folder, then re-import that into Cubase. There's a lot of extra steps instead of just throwing on loopback, playing a YouTube video, letting the song play through, popping on a plugin, boom, done, ready to shoot a video. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Which one of these drum extraction plugins or softwares sounded the best to you? And let me know which one you use and if there's any other ones out there that I missed. I tried to do my best to search for all of the drum extraction software solutions out there. These are the 8 that I found, but there might be more. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.